All right, so for the first question, what's the silliest reason you've left a club early? When I was in college, my girlfriend had one too many and ended up breaking about $1,500 worth of bottles in the VIP section at One Oak. So we had a dip on that one because obviously we didn't do that. Actually, I didn't, but she didn't do that. Did you ever have a crush on a teacher in school? Shout out my English teacher at UCLA. He was a fine man. Do you have any fake social media accounts? I don't. That's just not something that I do. Have you ever broken the law? I'm going to take a champagne jello shot to that. I'm going to have glitter all over me by the end of this. What's the weirdest thing you're obsessed with on TikTok? I don't know if this is weird to say, but I love pimple popping videos. I think they're so satisfying to watch, and I think that's pretty weird. Or like people might think that's gross to watch pimple popping videos, but there's something so satisfying about watching it. Do you still have feelings for any of your exes? Can't say that I do. Kind of like when you're done, you're done. At least that's how I move. I don't think there's a reason to go back to an ex and they're an ex for a reason. This one's pretty juicy. Have you ever filmed a sex tape? Another champagne jello shot for me. I'm really hoping there's not glitter in my teeth. All right, we're good. Do you like loud or silent people in bed? I don't think anybody likes quiet people in bed, but I also don't want somebody to be super obnoxious, so I feel like a good medium, at least for me. Like, I don't want you to be quiet, but I also don't want you to be screaming in my face. So yeah. What's the largest age gap between you and a person you've hooked up with? Another jello shot for me. The scary thing, too, about these, I don't really know if one of these equals one shot. Could be feeling this later. Does size really matter? It matters for me, so. But I mean, some people know how to use it. I would just say, gotta be packing a little bit. What's something you really hope your family never finds out about? I don't really hide stuff from my family. We're all degenerates, and I feel like everybody is very honest, which is such a good and bad thing, I feel like, in a family dynamic. I don't really feel like there's something like I'm hiding from my mom, at least. Maybe when I was younger, like sneaking out, or just doing like dumb teenager shit. Nothing really too exciting, though. I was a pretty good kid, actually, believe it or not. Do you have any fetishes? I don't think so. I really don't. Like, if you're tall, dark, and handsome, is that a fetish? I feel like that's more of a type than a fetish. No, not really. I don't have any fetishes except maybe watching pimple popping videos on TikTok. What's the weirdest habit you have when you're alone? I feel like my habit is like my nightly routine. I love doing my skincare. Maybe I should have been a dermatologist. I've been talking about skincare, pimple popping, but yeah, I love doing my skincare. I listen to like hardcore rap music before I go to bed or old jazz music. Really no in between. It's not really a habit though. I guess it is. I do it every night. So skincare, blasting some Tupac or Frank Sinatra, and winding down with maybe like tea and going to bed. Or maybe watching Housewives ritually every week. That's a good habit, I feel like. Maybe not. What's your biggest turn on? Probably kissing. Like, if you're a bad kisser, it's a wrap for me. Like, you could be great in bed, but if you can't kiss, I don't want it. Also, probably, like, neck kisses. It's probably my biggest turn on, so. All right, next question. What's your toxic trait? I feel like I'm really detail-oriented, so I pick up on everything, even though I might not question the person in the moment. My brain is like a vault. Like, I will go back and press the person. I don't know if that's toxic or, like, a superpower, but I would probably say that's my toxic trait, or me being like a horrible driver. Or is that a red flag? That's more of a red flag than a toxic trait. What can I say? I'm just an angel. Where's the weirdest place you've had sex? Church parking lot in high school? Sorry, God. What's a secret you've never told anyone? Wouldn't be a secret if I told somebody, so I guess I'll take a Jell-O shot to that. I will say, these are so much better than like just your average Jell-O shot. I don't know if it's because the champagne in them. Bring these to a party and you will be the party favorite. Have you ever faked an orgasm? Can't say that I have. Make your girl come. And don't fake it, ladies. Like, let a man know what he's doing wrong. Because you don't need to feed their ego. Like, what's the point? Faking something like that. I don't know. Just not for me. What's the worst intimate experience you've ever had? Oh my God. If you could only ever do one position for the rest of your life, which would it be and why? I'd probably say doggy, and I feel like it's self-explanatory. I don't really need to get into it. The girls that know. All right, guys, that's it for the confessions. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Welcome to the Party. Make sure you check out my last video if you want to learn how to make these delicious champagne Jell-O shots. I feel like there's no better way to start off the new year than with some glitter, champagne, and vodka. But on that note, I hope everybody has a wonderful 2024, and cheers to the new year. Mwah.